Well, hello everybody. This video devotion is being recorded for broadcast on Friday, January 14th of 2022. This devotion will cover the Gospel of John, the final three verses of chapter 18. So it's John 18, 38 to 40. I'm going to pick up at 37 though, kind of pick up where the action left off and then go forward from there. Jesus is appearing before Pilate at this point, and we're just about to get into some very meaningful dialogue here, or some very meaningful events, I guess, theologically at least. So let's pick up at 37. We'll reread 37 and then do 38, 39, and 40. Pilate asked him, "So you are a king?" Jesus answered, "You say that I am a king. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice." Pilate asked him, "What is truth?" After he had said this, he went out to the Jews again and told them, "I find no case against him, but you have a custom that I release someone for you at the Passover. Do you want me to release for you the king of the Jews?" They shouted in reply, "Not this man, but Barabbas." Now Barabbas was a bandit. Okay, that where it says bandit, but Barabbas was a bandit. That's often translated as revolutionary. Now, John's gospel doesn't really give us a whole lot of the detail of this exchange or the substitution of Barabbas for Jesus. But this is one of my favorite things to see in Scripture, especially about this whole incident in Scripture where Jesus is before Pilate and the theology that's involved in this. I think there is a great deal here. There's really two things that I want to point out about this. Barabbas was a bandit. That often is again translated as revolutionary. He's an insurrectionist, is what he is. He is someone leading a revolt in a violent way. And he is apparently the leader of this revolt. And these two guys that are on this, that end up being crucified with Jesus, are sometimes thought to be co-conspirators with Barabbas. Barabbas skated free, but these poor guys ended up having to go to the cross and somehow got left behind. They got shafted, as they say. But here, Barabbas is an interesting name. Now, names oftentimes mean things in Scripture, and it's oftentimes advantageous for us to investigate what these names mean. Unfortunately, I even don't always do that, but oftentimes there is some revelation that comes from understanding the name. And of course, Barabbas isn't hard to understand. Bar always means son of. Bartimaeus, son of misery or honor, depending on how you pronounce or you translate the word Timaeus, whether it's in Greek or Aramaic. But bar in Greek, bar means, or in Aramaic means son of. Okay, Abba, father, son of father, son of the Father. Jesus is, of course, the Son of the Father. So you have these two figures: the Son of the Father, the man that comes in peace, the man that Peter, even just a few verses back, wanted to lead an armed insurrection with swords and fight and all of that. And then we have this, Jesus, the man of peace. He's coming in a peaceful man. Then we have this man who was coming as a man of violence. Who are the Jews picking? They're picking the man of violence over the man of peace. They see less danger in Barabbas than they see in Jesus, which is quite ironic. So that, I think, shows us something of our own human nature. We too often persecute the one that's coming in peace and want to go with our violent natures. And that speaks to all of us if we really think about it. But there's another element to this, and that's historically been a position that I've always held, and one that I always try to point out when we talk about this. But there's another way to look at this, and another element to this. Barabbas is a fallen man. It's also sometimes translated as a murderer. He has killed someone, perhaps. He is a criminal. He is a sinner. He is fallen. And so you have this metaphor. Jesus is going to the cross in his stead. It's a substitutional sacrifice. This is very much, I think, a reflection of the meaning of the cross. Jesus is going to the cross for the sinner. For the one that should go, the one that deserves to go to the cross is Barabbas. Jesus does not deserve it. Barabbas does. But yet, through the grace of Christ, through his appearance into history, all of us have been saved from the same fate as Barabbas. We all are Barabbas, as has been said. We all are that fallen sinner. We all are the ones that deserve to go to the cross. But Christ took the cross in our stead, the substitutional sacrifice. I know some people don't like that theology. My mentor, Jesse, didn't like that theology. Sadly, though, I see it in the Scripture. As much as we may not like it, there are things in Scripture that both the more conservative and the more liberal among us dislike, and we want to cleanse it from that, from the Scripture. We try to excoriate it from the Scripture, but it's there, and we need to be honest to ourselves about that. Here we have to be honest. There is definitely substitutional sacrifice, and the story of Barabbas, I think, very much is a reflection of that. But it also does as a reflection to us to look inwardly in our own responses to everything in life, but specifically each other. We need to be more the man of peace than the man of war. All right, that's where I'm going to leave you for today. Have a very blessed day. Come on back tomorrow as we jump into chapter 19. God bless, and please, please, please be a blessing to someone today. See you all later. Bye-bye.